Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the remembrance of the people that came before us and to honor the veterans of the United States of America. To start, I'd like to introduce Kelsey DeFiore to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I would now like to ask for a moment of silence for those who gave their lives so we could be free. We are gathered here to honor and remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice in defense of our country and our freedom. Though we couldn't honor them with a parade this year, we'd be remiss if we didn't at least pause for a few minutes and reflect on the courage, dedication, and willingness to give all the principles upon which our nation was founded. Time may fade the memory, but we must never forget their sacrifice. Let us never take for granted the things that these heroes died for: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Let us all live our lives in such a way to demonstrate that these brave people's sacrifice wasn't given in vain. I'd like to introduce Michael Hogue, who is the commander of Local 2475 VFW here in Glens Falls, and also he is the commander for the whole state of New York. Michael?
Just so I don't get in trouble, Mr. Mayor, I am the junior vice commander of New York.
Junior
So
vice. I think you're the top guy.
So I got two people above me, so I don't want to make any enemies on Memorial Day. For 364 days a year, the Veterans in Foreign Wars and other veterans organizations live by their motto of honoring the dead by serving the living. This year on Memorial Day, from dusk till dawn, we adapt that daily motto to taking time to honor the people that were killed in wars through the history of our country. Those who lost their lives during battle and made the ultimate sacrifice. We as individuals naturally take time to personalize that and remember our loved ones and friends who have gone before us, and especially those that served in the armed forces. We do this for many purposes, not the least for love of country and pay tribute to those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Things are different this year. Some find good in it, some bad. But one thing this day, at this moment, one thing hasn't changed. We remember you. We honor you, the sailors, soldiers, Marines, and Air Force and Coast Guardsmen that have served our country and made us able to do what we do today. Thank you.
As Mayor Hall said, this is a proclamation from the governor's office. I'll be reading excerpts from it. Whereas New York is proud of the men and women who have served our country with selfless devotion to preserve the liberties and freedoms enjoyed by Americans and people around the world. And whereas each May, Americans pause to observe Memorial Day, or Decoration Day as it was originally known, a special opportunity to remember with dignity and reverence those patriots who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to our nation. Whereas on this Memorial Day, as we mourn all those who were lost, we give thanks for those who were spared and able to return home to their families and loved ones. And we pray for the safety of those who remain ever vigilant as peacekeepers against threats to our freedom, our way of life, and the safety and security of our homeland. Whereas in honoring our fallen heroes, we find inspiration in those men and women who gave their lives for us and for the noble causes of freedom and peace, as through their sacrifices, they have preserved the American way of life and our admired reputation as a country that shines eternally as a symbol of hope and freedom for all people around the world.
So, as you know, every year we have a poster contest for Memorial Day. This year's winners were from Glens Falls. We have Olivia Moon, who lives at Ridge Street, who was first place, and then Jenny Smith was second place this year. And again, we're sorry we couldn't have a parade, but again, the supervisor, Bramer, and councilperson Diana Palmer had said that we should do something, so thank you for helping to organize this, and we'd like to end our ceremony with America the Beautiful. Thank you. That concludes our ceremony, and I hope you all have a nice Memorial Day.